Let's start with your name. Where'd your name come from?
To be honest, my Instagram had ended up getting hacked, and my first Instagram was called Life Size Portrait. So when it got deleted, I was like, I want to think of something catchy, like something cute, and I was like, okay, let me think of something like charming, and because I've always had like a bright personality, you know. So I ended up having an Instagram called Fuck Your Charm, and then I got all of these fake pages and so much different things. And this photographer, his name is Next Level Images. He was like, well, I think to be more professional, you should change your name to Ayana Charm. And I was like, okay, well, I think that is a good idea. Like, we was figuring out if I should put my name in it or if it should be Noel Charm or Noel this or Ayana this. And I was like, well, might as well use my middle name. So I did that. I was like, Ayana Charm, that's perfect. And then I ended up getting the necklace. And I was like, oh, it just all fits.
So with your first, you said that was an Instagram profile you started?
Yeah, I had an Instagram profile. It's called Life Size Portrait.
And how many followers did you have before it got?
I think I had about like probably like 50 or something like that. It was like something small. It wasn't too much. It was like, it was a lot, but it wasn't a lot. Now I can't remember how much it was because it was like when I was back in high school when it got deleted. But yeah.
It got hacked?
Yeah.
How?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if it got hacked or if somebody deleted it. Probably one of my exes probably deleted it or something.
Oh, okay. So it might have been a personal situation.
Yeah, it might have been a personal situation because I don't know. I mean, I tried to log in one day and it was just like, you have something about the guidelines. I had did something about the guidelines, but it never gave me no warning, and it just deleted. Like I couldn't find my page. It wasn't nothing. Like it wasn't nothing there. So I was like, wow, like I'm so blown. My mom was like, I should make another one. Then I was like seeing my sister getting on it every single day, and I was like, I'm about to make a new one.
Now, when it comes to social media, especially with like guys, right? Guys in social media, they want to see that somebody that looks a certain way on Instagram looks that way in real life. What do people say when they see you in real life? Do they feel like you look like your Instagram, or do you look prettier or
Yeah, most
uglier?
people say no. Most people say I look like my Instagram, but some people might say I look like much thicker on Instagram. And because you know how every girl has their angles and you know how they stand and all that stuff. But I mean, I'm never a catfish. Like I've always, even when I meet people that are on social media, if I meet them in person, like they'll be like, I'll be like, am I a catfish? And they'll be like, no, I wouldn't be.
What about your height? Do they feel like you're smaller or taller when they see you in person?
um, Probably they feel like I'm probably shorter.
Shorter in
Yeah,
person?
probably shorter.
Now, how did you get popular on Instagram?
Actually, I got popular on Instagram, like basically different shout outs. Like people shout me out. My tattoo man, me and him was like partnering up like as a team, and he'll shout me out every single day, and everybody just loves my tattoo. So it was a couple of people big like shouting me out, and everybody just kept following me and ended up getting a big fan base. And then XXL magazine had ended up posting me on their page, and that really like went out the roof. And then my followers just start jumping and jumping, and it's just more people coming at me. You know, it's every day I get like new people following me. Some people unfollow me, some people stay following me, always support me. You know,
Now, what type of Instagram posts get the biggest response for you?
naked posts. Only because like most of my followers, they like my tattoos. They love my tattoos. Like they like to see stuff like that. Like, cause that's mainly what they follow me for. Is because of my artwork. Like everything about me is just dope to them. So me posting like pictures with like two pieces on, and you know sometimes I might be in a towel, might show myself, you know, different things like that. Like they just love it. And like I think the first one I had a leotard on, which XXL magazine had ended up saying, and I had it was just I had just had my leotard on, and it showed everything, and they was just like, oh my god, her artwork is just so dope, and everybody love her, and they made a whole little biography about me, and it was just like, oh, well, people really liking me. You know, that's what made me be like, oh, I'm doing something right.
Now, when it comes to Instagram, do you have a strategy with it?
What do you mean by that?
Well, sometimes people have strategies when it comes to Instagram, meaning like they might post only a certain amount of posts a day or a week or at a certain time.
Well, I've tried to post, like, because I noticed that if I don't keep my followers, like if I don't stay consistent, some of them might go away and then they'll come back, you know, slowly and stuff like that. So I try to at least post, like, if not every day, probably like every week, you know what I'm saying? Show somebody, like, oh, what I'm doing and how I'm looking, you know, stuff like that, just to keep them up to date.
Now, speaking of Instagram, how crazy are your DMs, your direct messages? what would we find in there? Give us a sneak peek.
You will probably find some crazy stuff. People say the most wildest things in my DM. Like, it's just, I'll be just going through them. Just even if I'm having a bad day, I'll go through my DMs and I'll just be like, oh my God, people are just in love with me. Like, they'll say like, oh, I love to drink your bath water, or oh my God. They'll even be they'll be so obsessed with me that they'll be like, oh my God, like, I'll just lick your feet, or, you know what I'm saying, I'll suck on your big toe, or can I send you money, like, do you have a PayPal, do you have a this, do you have a that? They just, I don't know, like, girls will send me naked pictures. I got a picture, one girl was like, you fine ass bitch, and then she had a picture with her face down and her ass up. But yeah, I get crazy stuff, and you know, guys sending dick pics, that's not nothing new. Like, it's just everything. Like, my DM is crazy.
Do you like that? Do you like when guys send dick pictures?
No, I hate that. I mean, I feel like if I ask you to send a dick pic, that's another thing. But don't just be like, that's mostly when oh my God, I get so many, like, don't even get me started about Snapchat, but I get so many, like, they just feel the need to just be like, oh my God, I know I could please you, and I know I could make you happy, and they'll just stroke and feel on themselves, and I'd be like, whoa, whoa.
Now, how crazy are your Snapchat DMs compared to Instagram?
I get Snapchat DMs like every 5 minutes, like new ones every 5 minutes come and go, and I try to respond back to everybody. Now I block some people because some of them just do the most, but majority of them, like they'll be like, oh, you're so pretty, oh, you're so this, that, and the third, and I'll be like, thanks, you know, try to at least, because I know I don't respond back to people in my Instagram DM, and I know people be wanting to talk to me and see what I talk about, and on my Snapchat, I don't really talk that much. Like, I'll be on Snapchat, and I'll be singing and, you know, dancing and doing stuff like that. But, yeah, I try to show a little bit of love in my DM on Snapchat.
Now, on, like, Instagram, your DMs on Instagram, what would you say people trying to holla at you, what's the percentage of males versus females? Like, out of 100%, what would you say?
Over males over females?
Yeah, males versus females trying to holla at you.
I say males, wow. Nah, it's majority males. Yeah, it's like 80% males, like, in my DMs. Now, don't get me wrong, there's always females in my DM, but some of them are like, how can I help them with their modeling career, or they love me so much, and some of them tell me I'm beautiful and stuff like that.
Now, what about as far as people trying to holla at you with certain clout, certain popularity? Like, what do you see? I mean, you don't got to say names, but, you know, you know, you got athletes, you got musicians, and then you got maybe another form of celebrity. What would you say try to holler at you the most out of those categories right there?
I get a lot of athletes in my DM. A lot of athletes in my DM. There's been a couple, you know, everybody in different positions, you know, but
basketball, football,
yeah, mostly like football. But
mostly football.
Yeah.
Now, again, you don't got to say names, but has there been anybody that's hollered at you that maybe you were a fan of theirs or fond of their work, or
Oh
that
yeah,
surprised you, or wow, I can't believe this person hit me up. I would actually
yeah.
like their stuff
It's
before they
been
hit me.
yeah, it's been multiple people that has hit me up, and I've been like what? Like what's up? But I mean, I don't really. I try to keep myself as exclusive as possible, So, if somebody's like, oh, like if somebody I know that is real popping, or they hit me up and they like, oh, you're so pretty, I just wanted to let you know, I'll be like, oh, thanks, and just keep it short, not too much, but
You
yeah.
acknowledge it.
Yeah, I acknowledge it.
Now, what about as far as disrespect? How do you deal with negative or hateful comments?
Negative or hateful comments. I don't really do well with them. I mean, some people they might piss me off so bad that I might just respond to them, but most of them I'll just block them or delete the comment or something like that. Sometimes I'll just think about just keeping it up, because most of my fans and shit like that, they'll say, they'll come back at them rather than me even having to speak up, but I just, I don't really pay no mind. I just keep it going, It don't really stop me.
Now, your Snapchat, is it the same screen name as your Instagram?
No. My Snapchat name is Yo Lucky Charm.
Now, how often do you post on Snap? Do you have I know you don't really have an Instagram strategy, but do you have a Snapchat strategy? How often do you post, or?
I normally post a Snapchat probably like every day. Now, if I'm like in my moods where I'm just probably into it with my dude, or something like that, I'll probably just not post at all that day, but I'll still have snaps from previous days, like from the previous day, and then sometimes I'll go like 2 days without posting, and then people will hit me up like, oh, can you please come back on Snapchat? I'll get on, and then it'll be every day, but I normally post like every day on my Snapchat something.
Now, what about Instagram stories? Have you seen that feature? Have you tried that feature yet?
Yes, I just started using it probably like a couple days ago.
What's your opinion of that?
I really think it's pointless, to be honest. It's okay, you know what I'm saying, because it gives people that don't follow your Snapchat, like people that follow you on Instagram that probably don't even want to follow you on Snapchat, that don't, you know what I'm saying, that people have their different opinions on if they like the Snapchat or the Instagram. Some people like the Instagram, but, some people take snaps and post it on their Instagram snap, but I don't know. I feel like it's pointless. I feel like they should have never did that,
Do you think, now I want your opinion on this, predicting the future. Obviously, Snapchat is super duper popular right now, and Instagram's been popular for a while. And obviously, this Instagram stories is kind of a stab at Snapchat, which is something they're known for. Do you think by these Instagram stories happening now, do you think that that'll take away from what Snapchat has already built itself as? Or do you think Snapchat will continue to be doing what it's doing and be popular?
Snapchat will continue to be popping. I don't think nobody can take Snapchat away. Like, Snapchat, I don't know. I just feel like Snapchat will always be Snapchat, and I feel like they will come back with something hard. Like, just because Instagram did this, like, they're going to come back with an update, and everybody's going to be like, oh, this is the app.
Because there was a time, let's not forget, when Instagram was just pictures and no video, and Vine had come out and become really hot because they had 6-second videos. And then as soon as they started doing the video thing, Instagram started doing 15-second videos. And I think that kind of took some of the steam away from Vine.
It actually did. It actually did. But see, I feel like if Snapchat, like, I don't normally even like to get on my Instagram anymore like that. I mean, I love my Instagram, don't get me wrong, but Snapchat, like, I don't know, like, I feel like if they had like an actual profile on Snapchat where you can see who actually following you, who watches your snap, you can, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I get so many views that I'm not able to see if people that I know is able to watch it, or who screenshots my thing. Like, sometimes I'll click on the screenshots and it won't show up, So I just feel like if they like made a profile like how Instagram have, it will be lit. Like, I wouldn't even be on Instagram anymore probably.
Are you watching the screenshotters?
What is that?
The screenshotters. Do you like looking to see who screenshot you?
See, I try to, but it don't show up for me. I don't know why it don't show up for me, but it just don't show up. And maybe because I get too many views. I know some people say that the screenshots show up for them, but it never show up for me. And I've tried updating my phone and, you know what I'm saying, doing all of that, but
Wow, you
don't
really
work.
want to see who's screenshotting you.
I definitely want to see who's screenshotting me. I do, because I'll have, like, when I tell you I had, like, the most screenshots I had was probably, like, 228, and I was like, whoa, like, what in the world is this?
You in a
Who
towel?
is screenshotting
Is it
me?
you in a towel?
Was it me in a towel? Probably was me in a towel. It probably was me doing a nip slip or something on accident. Yeah, but I get so many screenshots, it just be crazy.
Now, on Instagram, a lot of people that are high up like you with the followers, they have backup pages. Did you ever think about that, or do you have one, or no?
I thought about making it, but every time I was about to do it, I just ended up not doing it. I don't know why, but I feel like I should, because if this Instagram gets deleted, I won't be on Instagram anymore if I don't have a backup page. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. Instagram actually it takes up a lot of time too. Like, it's like another job. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make everybody just, oh, because sometimes it's a day where I'm just like, damn, I don't even want to get on Instagram. You know, I don't even feel like posting anything. But people be like, oh, where are you, Noelle? Like, where are you, Charm? You know, I'd be like, oh, I'm right here, and I'll post a picture. You know.
Now, what about fake profiles? Have you seen fake pages?
Oh yeah, I actually seen a fake page that had more likes than me. I mean, had more followers than me. Yeah, and I was like, whoa, and I tried to post it on my page like, y'all, hello, I'm the real person. And actually it's a Facebook page. I don't even remember the name, but it's a Facebook page, and when I tell you, I get different comments every single day and DMs about that same page that everybody's like, oh, this page is acting to be you. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I almost met up with this person, and I be sending them money, and I do this, and I be like, wow, that's so crazy. So I don't even have a Facebook as we speak because of that. Like, it's just, I was like, oh my God.
Now, what about stalkers? I've been seeing stalkers in the media lately, like Chris Brown and Ashanti and Usher having problems with stalkers. You ever had an issue with stalkers because of
I never really had an issue with a stalker. I
being
mean,
popular?
I probably had like people like hit me up like 24/7, like annoying, but I don't. I never really got a stalker. I probably got a stalker I think I had a stalker on my last Instagram, and it was really creepy because the person had my number and was sending pictures and was like, I'm watching you, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was playing, and it was actually like, I don't know, it was a black kid, but I can't remember who. Matter of fact, I think the person actually went to school with me, and he followed me, and he ended up finding out that I was like, you know, I don't know how he felt about me, but yeah, it was crazy. I had to tell my grandma, I was like, yo, is this crazy kid? She was like, call the police. I was like, no, I'm not about to call the police.
Now, do you have booking information on your Instagram?
No, I do not have booking information on my Instagram. Why I don't have booking information on my Instagram is because it's a lot to come with that. I just gotta make sure my mind is mentally prepared for me to just be, because I be having a lot going on. So I have to make sure that I'm going to make it to wherever I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, get my money and not play around with people, you get what I'm saying? But I have something different going on every single day. So for me to just have booking information in my bio right now, it just, you know.
Have you had it in the past?
Yes, I have had it in the past.
Now, what's probably been your strangest booking request so far that you've seen?
My strangest booking request was probably a party. And this guy wanted me to come and dance for him, and I told him I wasn't a stripper. And he was like, oh, I'll pay you. I don't care how much it is. Just come and dance for me and my man. And I was like, no, you know, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Now, what's the biggest misconception of you?
A stripper. That is the biggest misconception. Now, I've thought about it, you know, dancing, because so many people bring it to my attention, even at different clubs, like, everybody be like, oh, well, why don't you Aces have, you know what I'm saying, well, why don't you be a dancer? Or, you know, Blue Flame, V-Live, everybody has said, well, why don't you dance? Follies, they've been like, we need you here as a dancer. I don't want to be a dancer. That's the only thing.
But you've thought about it.
I've thought about it.
What stopped you? Because you do dance on Snapchat.
Yeah, I
sing
do
and
dance on Snapchat, but I don't know. I just feel like I have respect for myself. Now, you know, people, I don't want to, it's no offense to strippers or anything like that, but just me, like, I know how I was raised. So even though I've kind of had shit handed to me, like, it's just been like, me to get on a pole and take off all my clothes and dance. My grandmother probably would never ever talk to me again. My mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure they'll be like, if you have to do that, I will do whatever it takes to make sure that you're okay. Like, I don't think it will ever have to come down to me having to do that, you know? Like, I'll always be taken care of in some type of way, not having to do that, you know?
Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
I sell pussy. Craziest rumor. Craziest rumor. I sell pussy. I've never escorted. I've never done nothing like that. That has been the craziest rumor. And most people have told me that, like, oh, why this person said this about you? Never, ever, ever have I ever did anything like that. Like, that was the craziest rumor.
Do you care what people think of you?
No, not one bit. Sometimes I'd be like, you know, oh, I can't walk out the house a certain way. Like, I went into the Walmart with my best friend one day, and some girl was like, when I tell you I was looking so crazy, like my hair was all over the place, pimples all bloody and stuff like that. She was like, oh my God, aren't you the charm girl? And I was like, I wanted to say no, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, I was like, I don't look, you know, said that cute, but I was like, yeah, it's me. She was like, oh girl, you're so cute, you're so pretty, and I was like, oh, thanks. But yeah.